to you by Fumbisayaka. Cooking with electricity is now so affordable with the Fumba tariff set by the Electricity Regulatory Authority.
Hello and good evening. It is a minute after 10 o'clock. Welcome to our second edition of UBC News Tonight. Now, before we delve into tonight's news bulletin, let's first take a look at the top stories of the night. In our top stories tonight, 14 ex-rebel combatants denounced rebellion, granted amnesty. Speaker of Parliament stops Nyege Nyege Festival over morality issues. President-elect William Ruto set for uphill task with Kenya's economy. And in sports, Uganda to host the 5th International Para-Badminton Tournament. Good evening once again. I'm Loreen Masika Kazimoto. Now in tonight's newscast, Amnesty Commission has granted amnesty to 14 ex-combatants after denouncing their intentions to participate in any rebel activities. Now 47 others are still under trial in connection to rebel activities against the current regime. We have the details.
UPDF Court Martial has forgiven 14 ex-combatants and surrendered them to the Amnesty Commission of Uganda for further management. The 14 have been operating under Homeland Liberation Army in Zombo district, fighting the current government.
The reason why we went into taking arms against the government was because of some of the issues which we were going through as citizens of Uganda, particularly in Zombo district. Being economical issues, developmental and social issues. Now that we have been granted amnesty, on behalf of my group here, we have denounced the rebellion.
The chairperson of the Amnesty Commission, Justice Peter Onega, advised the combatants to use their amnesty responsibly and also called upon the community to receive them.
They should know that you are their sons. And they should know that somebody can sometimes err. That doesn't mean that somebody stops being your relative or stops being a fellow person from Zombo.
Amnesty is accorded once, and if breached, there is no any other opportunity.
The amnesty process is still in existence. The law has not yet been repealed, it is there, and anybody who is out there fighting government can still come back and be given amnesty. And when you are given amnesty, you will not be prosecuted or punished for any crime you might have done in the process of rebellion.
Recently, some beneficiaries of amnesty have been arrested in connection to terror activities. The last incident being an ADF rebel operating a bunker to recruit juveniles into terrorism in Luwero district.
They make confessions, you have no business keeping him. Are we together? He has already got the ways of getting out. However, now that he has violated the amnesty conditions, I think the treatment will be different.
The ex-combatants have been given amnesty certificates and resettlement packages as they return to their community. Ivan Kahwa and Joyce Akelo, UBC News.
Now for a news story that has gotten so many Ugandans buzzing, the Speaker of Parliament, Anita Among, has directed an immediate halt of the upcoming Nyege Nyege Festival that had been programmed to take place in Jinja next week. Now the directive follows a red flag raised by Tororo District Woman Member of Parliament, Sarah Opendi, citing sexual immorality as part of the activities. Opendi says the event promotes homosexuality and lesbianism, which contravene the laws and cultural norms of Uganda.
What is the benefit that we are getting out of Nyege Nyege?
The questions were many.
And if we don't hold it, what do we lose?
With limited answers, and the explanations were not convincing, as Tororo District 2-man Member of Parliament, Sarah Opendi, raised a matter of national concern.
The previous festival was left to go on, and all of you saw what came out of that Nyege Nyege festival.
Opendi, also chairperson of Uganda Women Parliamentary Association, expressed worry over the future of Uganda's next generation.
What is this Nyege Nyege that you are allowing to take place? And the advert is international. And I have seen, Right Honorable Speaker, if you go to the sites, you will see men, both young men holding hands, young women together. What are they promoting? That it is okay for you to have a partner, to come with a fellow male partner for Nyege Nyege. This is the message.
In the name of promoting tourism and trade, not even an explanation from the line ministers could convince the keen legislators.
One of the conditions which we had told them, one, children below 18 years were not supposed to attend that event. The second one, nobody should go to that event naked.
But the bigger picture is, Nyege Nyege is an event, as we speak now, has around 8,000 foreigners that have already paid tickets and have booked to come and sleep in this country.
Right Honorable Speaker, if the tourism minister wants Nyege Nyege, let him take it to his district. Let them take it to Mbarara, Right Honorable Speaker.
It is at this point that the Speaker of Parliament, Anita Among, joined other legislators to question the motive of the event.
We are not going to allow that function to take place. How do you sell tickets at the expense of people's children? You're promoting gays in Uganda. No function should take place.
Members of Parliament welcomed the Speaker's ruling.
The decision the Speaker has taken is the best, and it is in the interest of the country, because this event of Nyege Nyege is exposing our younger generation to immorality.
When you read in the papers, there are events in Europe, there are beer events, drinking beer, there are musical events. So what exactly is the Nyege Nyege event? Does it want to promote the Ugandan beer? Is it promoting tourist attractions like the source of the Nile and the falls?
In some circles it could mean tourism resources, and yet in some circles it comes with issues of immorality. So there's a need for government agencies to get more information.
Citing Uganda as a religious country, the MPs want Ugandans to carefully choose which foreign cultures to embrace.
And remember, the motto of our country is for God and my country. We need a society full of moral values. I think when we look at Uganda today, there is moral decadence.
Homosexuality, Western culture, behaviors are not actually accepted into our society here.
But when you see last year, when the festival was conducted, so many people from outside the country came, and we were seeing very funny images, which is not compliance with our moral standards in Uganda.
The last time Nyege Nyege Festival was held was in Jinja in 2019. It was an event that then State Minister for Ethics and Integrity, now late Father Simon Lokodo, vehemently opposed. Henry Okrut, UBC.
National Curriculum Development Center embarked on reviewing the curriculum for advanced level education to make it learner-centered and competence-based to align it with the new lower secondary curriculum now in implementation. The Deputy Director in charge of Academics Curriculum Development Center, Bernadette Nambi Karuhanga, said the review is currently at a consultation stage and expect to come up with a generally accepted decision before writing.
National Curriculum Development Center with the Ministry of Education and Sports in 2020 started implementing the new lower secondary curriculum that is 2 years now. But this was disrupted by the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown on schools. This curriculum is learner-centered and competency-based. Students who have trained in this curriculum are expected to complete O-level by 2024. National Curriculum Development Center carried out a needs assessment to identify the gaps in the current A-level curriculum.
Learners have been exposed to a curriculum which is learner-centered and which is competence-based. We felt that it was necessary for us to look into the A-level curriculum. Issues come up, like issues like HIV/AIDS, issues like gender, climate change, and so on, including COVID-19. We have not been reviewing the whole curriculum. We've just been bringing on board a few sections to integrate in the curriculum.
Results from the study indicate that a section of members of the public would have loved to have the A-level curriculum vocationalized, hence NCDC embarking on carrying out stakeholder consultations to see whether such a curriculum is implementable.
We are thinking that there are different ways we can choose to say. Others was proposing that we could have each of the learners have a vocational subject in addition to their normal subjects, while others felt that we could also consider vocationalizing the subjects in themselves by integrating vocational elements and vocational concepts within the subjects.
Since the curriculum is still under consultation stage, NCDC has not yet determined the subjects students are going to offer, combinations and curriculum menu, since some members of the public propose a reduction. In the new lower secondary curriculum, ICT was integrated as a tool for learning to expose learners to ICT skills. This coupled with the COVID-19 situation that taught them that blended learning needs to be given priority. However, as they review the A-level curriculum, respondents propose integrating ICT in all subjects at A-level and also learn it as an independent subject.
To see that ICT is integrated in the subjects, but also is taught as a subject. But because of the challenges that can be experienced by the various service providers of education, especially the private institutions, we may not make it an ultimatum that all schools must have the ICTs. However, when we are designing the curriculum, we propose that the teacher is free to use ICTs while teaching this curriculum. But in the event that the teacher does not have the ICTs, the teacher could use an alternative method.
The consultations started at the beginning of 2022 and will end by end of this year, when NCDC will come out with a generally accepted decision on the new A-level curriculum to start writing the document. I'm Nafka Farida and Stephen Kalisia in Chambogo.
Leaders under the Nile Basin initiative want the African Union barring effects that undermine promotion of unity among African countries. As the African leaders await the next AU summit, leaders think development which foster integration and unity should be prioritized. Now, this follows a concern that the utilization of the River Nile waters has become more of a race to riparian countries than a solution to African challenges. The NBI leaders are in Ethiopia in a conference on equitable and reasonable utilization of the Nile water.
Press on equitable and utilization of the Nile water has raised a need to prioritize unity among African countries. Integrating Ethiopia into the East African community was also raised in the Addis Ababa Symposium, which attracted over 500 participants. The leaders under the Nile Basin Initiative recognized the rapid increase in the African population, and it becomes imperative to utilize the Nile water to serve member states. Access to clean water and electricity, water bank for severe drought, and reduction of flood risks are some of the interventions for discussion.
Because time is right, and perhaps this is the moment and this is the time to write a new chapter over the Nile history. And the generations from today, they should look back and say that when we were confronted with a crisis, when we were confronted with economic challenges, we rose up without fear, we stood strong, and we guarantee the future prosperity that they deserve.
Ethiopian authorities say the construction of the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam is 87% complete and will address issues affecting African countries. The dam will extend cooperation based on transboundary river basin, and thus the leaders call for practical measures to promote unity.
So each of these factors will be given a weight, and then depending on the resources available in each country, population or otherwise, of considering the 9 factors, scores will be given to arrive at a multiplying constant of the existing water in the Nile Basin.
The African Union has been tipped to support developments on the Nile Basin.
To ensure that countries on the Nile Basin have legitimate rights on the use of Nile River waters, Ethiopia and Egypt have been urged to recommit to reaching an amicable solution for purpose of achieving long-term peace and security in Africa.
The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam covers 246 kilometers of the Nile River and will add about 19% to Africa's energy growth annually. Daniel Mugoya, Dan Lugemwa, UBC News.
The Minister for the Presidency, Millie Babidie Babalanda, has launched the Mwanguza African Revolutionary Study Groups intended to nurture the spirit of nationalism and patriotism among the university students in Uganda. Now, during the same launch at Katikati Restaurant in Kampala, the Minister for Information, Communication Technology and National Guidance, Chris Baryomunsi, revealed that government is in advanced stages of coming up with a draft national guidance policy to enhance similar objectives.
Minister for the Presidency, Millie Babidie Babalanda, has tasked residents, district and state commissioners to spearhead the ideological orientation of the youth in their respective areas with a view of nurturing future, responsible, patriotic and dedicated leaders in the future. Presiding over the launch of the Mwanguza African Revolutionary Study Groups at Katikati Restaurant in Kampala, the minister said that the orientation should focus on bringing out the 4 inherent principles of nationalism, Pan-Africanism, socio-economic development and democracy.
In charge of the RDCs who are seated in front here, the RCCs, I commit myself to introduce the initiative to them and to require them to promote and support it in their local governments, they being the chief government communicators in the districts.
During the same launch, the Minister of Information, Communication Technology and National Guidance, Chris Baryomunsi, revealed that the launch is timely as government is in advanced stages of drafting a national guidance policy.
And we are in advanced stages of developing that policy, national guidance, which also speaks to the Constitution that gives us roles and responsibilities as citizens of Uganda. And therefore this discussion is extremely important to reawaken us as Ugandans.
The Senior President's Advisor, also National Coordinator Bazukuru Forum with the Office of the National NRM Chairman, Hadija Namyaro, welcomed the move.
With me, I think that as youth, let us engage in these groups, the study groups, the tutorials, in crowds, to create change within our families, within our homes, within the country.
The Mwanguza initiative is coordinated by the Senior President's Advisor Political Affairs, David Mafabi, a Swahili word meaning brightness. The initiative will supplement existing efforts like the Patriotism Secretariat, the National Political Leadership Institute, Chankwanzi, among others. Several RDCs, academicians and Pan-Africanists, among others, attended the launch. Edward Colin Juko for UBC, Kampala.
Bilal Musaba Gardens Mukono, October Mukaga, Millennium Gardens Saziwaya, October Munanaji Montelembara, 15 October, 40 Poto Muchisawe, Abidim October, Bale Sports Center, Mutwalo Komo, Yebem Twale Satu, Emeza Million Yemo, Wabula Twalo Kumia, Abana Tickets of Kosa MTN Momo, Bajagusa Sunan Komitano, Binamina Romo Center, Hiva Motors, Galaxy FM, Radio 4, Kagwila War, MTN. Saba Fulu Balamo.
I remember the lockdown, when the streets were empty and our lives disrupted, when businesses closed and our livelihoods hung in the balance. Hospitals were full. We lost loved ones, jobs, and hope. Our children couldn't study anymore. We cannot let this happen again. We should not go back. Get fully vaccinated against COVID-19 and join the millions of Ugandans who are already vaccinated.
Oh, they look nice.
Thank you, honey.
Yo!
You guys, gather, it's going down. Gather! Gather!
Yo! I tell you what. Yo!
Airtel is giving you bigger data bundles for the same price. Dial *175# to choose from our range of bigger Chillax bundles that don't expire. Bigger monthly bundles, all for the same price, and stay connected longer to loved ones. Airtel, the smartphone network.
A good school doesn't tolerate violence against children.
Because a good school equals a better life.
Raising voices.
Do you need data collection services, data analysis and reporting, monitoring and evaluation systems? Then contact Mold Technologies, a professional research firm that has provided many organizations with timely research solutions for over 15 years. For more information, visit www.mt.co.ug or call us on 0704 913 399 or 0782 602 963. Visit our office in Kampala at Sayuni Complex in Tinda. Mood Technologies, your professional research firm.
Beat the back-to-school hustle today. Pay school fees conveniently using Airtel Money. Dial *185#. Select option 6, school fees.
Select to pay using Bridge Schools, School Pay or Beg Pay.
Select option 1, pay fees. Enter student number. Enter the amount. Enter the PIN number to complete payment. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Cooking with electricity is now affordable. Cook your beans. Avoid smoke.
Sayaka. Cooking with electricity is now so affordable with the Fumba tariff set by the Electricity Regulatory Authority. With the Fumba tariff, you can now buy up to 70 units of Yaka at a reduced price of 412 Uganda shillings per unit after consuming your first 80 units of the month. For more information, contact the Electricity Regulatory Authority on 0200 506 000.
Forget last season. Forget the oohs and the ahs.
Forget every moment that stole the show, because the real show is here on GoTV. It's the new season. It's action-packed, and it's going to be non-stop football. With over 1,000 games from more than 7 leagues and cup competitions, plus a World Cup. Make sure you get the best seat in the house this new football season. Get a GoCoder with 1 month of GoTV value for only 25,000 Uganda shillings and enjoy non-stop football. GoTV Uganda. Love it.
Hello bannayuganda bannanga amanya gange Robert Kayanja abooluganda muwuliddeko ku njala eri mu nsi yonna nawane waffe erinye Karamojja abantu tebali bulungi njagala kwebaza gavumenti byekozeeko naffe abasamaliya abalungi kye mulina kye mukoze naye abantu b'e Karamojja beetaaga obuyambi abala balya bikoola tubayambe waayo kyonna ky'osobola ku lunaku lwokuna okuva ku ssaawa 5 okutuuka ku ssaawa 7 nga 8 Sebutemba beerawo waayo sabira Karamojja n'ebitundu ebirala ebirumu enjala mu nsi yonna mukama abawo omukisa ku lwokuna essaawa 5 okutuuka ku ssaawa 7 ng'ennaku z'omwezi 8 omwezi guno ogwa Sebutemba mukama akuwa omukisa tusasobola.
Welcome back from that break. And now with more news, State Minister for Local Government, Victoria Businje Rusoke, has recommended a fully constituted and competent District Service Commission for Ntoroko to observe staff recruitment challenges in Ntoroko District. Now this follows a probe committee report on alleged irregular recruitment and promotion of staff in Ntoroko District.
Ministry of Local Government has met Ntoroko district leaders following the recruitment challenges attributed to inadequate wage, failure to attract and retain competent staff. In the meeting, State Minister for Local Government Victoria Rusoke faulted the District Service Commission Ntoroko for accepting staff on probation.
All these irregularly appointed positions from today are null and void. But the people occupying them have a right to reapply, go through the process, and they are properly appointed to avoid any further problems. So you should make a follow-up with the Ministry of Public Service, because it has come to our notes that the health centers, their salaries are not well managed. So please, the Chief Administrative Officer, I'm instructing you now to follow up with the Ministry of Public Service to upload the IPPS.
It implies, therefore, that the District Council needs awareness on council rules on recruitment.
The President has been toiling with Cabinet, bringing matters on the floor of Parliament to motivate scientists. You are here dilly-dallying with a big wage bill of 1.4 billion. So what excuses do you have? What excuse do you have to tell people for not getting services? Parents are being encouraged by government to send children to schools. The MP is testifying the vacancies are not filled.
Reapplying for positions and following up the Ministry of Public Service has been recommended, with the Chief Administrative Officer to first seek clearance from the Public Service before advertising vacant posts.
You are the supervisors of the District Service Commission. They can't do things out of their own. They are not independent of the council. So please, I want you to go back. Changed. Today should be a turning point to go back and correct the image of Ntoroko. Ntoroko is known for selling vacancies.
Ntoroko woman member of Parliament Anne Mary Kobugabe Tumwine explained how the district has been affected.
Health centers, schools don't have staff. They're understaffed because of this issue, what happened. People are suffering because of what happened.
Earlier, Minister Victoria Rusoke resolved similar irregularities in Kagadi, Chitagwenda and Masindi districts. Sudat Kaye, UBC News.
Now, different partners and stakeholders in Mbale City have joined hands to support the July and August flood victims with assorted relief items. Now, these include the Seventh-day Adventists who donated home basic items to the disaster survivors in Mbale City. Not forgetting Stanbic Bank, Makerere University Business School in Mbale.
Following the July and August disaster that affected 3,000 households in Mbale City, well-wishers have supported survivors with relief items. Eastern Buganda Region Women Chairperson Mrs. Kabengula Reste led the support team.
Bamama bannaffe mu Mbale wano bantu kimanyi buli kimu ekikwata ku maka mbeera maama taata n'abaana n'abantu abalala olw'okuba ffe tulabirira amaka tukkiriza nga buli kimu ekibeerawo kikosa nnyo maama twalowooza nti nga bamaama tukulemberemu yadde nga bannaffe bangi abatuyambyeko tukulemberemu tujje tuleete kye tuleese tuzze nga abakyala era nga tusaba okuwaayo ebintu bino eri ssebo office ya RCC tulese okusingira ddala engoye tulina twazaawuddemu tulina ez'abaana ez'abaami ez'abakyala.
While receiving the relief, the city authorities led by the Mbale RCC Washaki Hamada commended the Seventh-day Adventist for helping the survivors.
We want to thank you that having seen what we went through, you sat down and your congregation to see that you mobilize support. This disaster was a devastating one, but nobody knew that we would ever get such a disaster in the city. Because all along, when it rains, we are looking at Bududa, Siroko, where by this time around, when it rained, for us we were thinking of Bududa, whom it was just in our compound here, and it took lives.
The initiative attracted other donors in Mbale City who have started a fundraising drive to mobilize relief for the survivors.
Stanbic Bank, of course, condoles with the families, friends and relatives of all those that lost their loved ones. The souls of the departed rest in glory. Mbale City is our home. We drive our growth. 10 million Uganda shillings from Stanbic Bank to support the victims. Ladies and gentlemen.
As part of our CRS initiatives, Makerere University Business School, Mbale campus, today has participated in the drive to support the flood victims and made a humble contribution towards some of our affected individuals.
Target yaffe ya million 10 naye nga abo bo tuwadde ebintu nga tosobodde tuwa ssente tuwa ebintu. Ekigendererwa kyaffe tugenda kutwala ebintu bino ku LCs abantu gye bali yetujogabira ebintu bino. So ekigendererwa kyaffe kyakuyamba ennyumba 1500 oba n'akabulangiti, kilo ya sukaali, oba buwunga n'omuceere n'akatimba k'ensiri byonna bye tunaba tusobodde.
Rubaga Hospital is changing face after effects of COVID-19. The hospital administration has decided to repaint and change the hospital wards, dusting off all the memories of the pandemic. Now, the executive director of the hospital, Dr. Julius Luimbazi, told UBC that harsh memories in the wards to the medical personnel and patients has forced the refurbishment of the hospital wards and administration block. Now, Kansai Plascon has joined the refurbishment exercise with paint worth 30 million Uganda shillings. Rubaga Hospital is the oldest Catholic hospital that was started in 1899.
Okay.
A hospital of this size has a lot of needs that it needs to operate. Some of them are with the infrastructure, and that ranges from new buildings, for new services, to renovations of both staff and patient care areas. Then you have recruitment. The thing about
Rubaga Hospital, eddwaliro lyaffe eryokubiri mu gasinga obukadde.
Rubaga Hospital is one of the oldest hospitals in the country. It has helped many, mainly the poor and those who cannot afford hospital bills. As the leading painting company, when they contacted us, we thought it was worthwhile to come through and help to boost the standards of this hospital, mainly after the COVID-19 pandemic.
Naffe bana Rubaga Hospital okujja okubakwasizaako okulaba nti twongera okusitula omutindo gw'eddwaliro lyaffe.
Omulundi egisinga tufuna abalwadde abajja nga bafunye emergencies.
We always receive patients with emergency cases and those who can't afford hospital bills. We attend to them. The cases we can't handle, we refer to Mulago Hospital. In a year, we treat close to 300 million patients.
Well, UBC News Tonight takes a very short break, but we'll return after these messages.
Meet Professor Petero. He knows something every hustler in UG is gonna love.
Oh, see. You say I was just trying to get the documents to register for Airtel Money.
You don't need the documents. You just say for register.
What's going on here?
He sells things from the shop, and behind my back, he gets the money and gives it to his girlfriends.
But just get Airtel Money Pay so that all money comes direct to your business wallet and only you, the owner, have access to it. Just dial *185 *10 hash and now you are on. No waiting. Huh? This insanity is sweet. Give them also.
I only take Airtel Money Pay. It's easy and secure.
Yes, become a safer and more efficient cash-free business today. Easy. Not mixing your business money with your Kameza money. No, that's efficient. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
I remember the lockdown, when the streets were empty and our lives disrupted, when businesses closed and our livelihoods hung in the balance. Hospitals were full. We lost loved ones, jobs, and hope. Our children couldn't study anymore. We cannot let this happen again. We should not go back. Get fully vaccinated against COVID-19 and join the millions of Ugandans who are already vaccinated.
Nivana wafe twenywele, nivana wafe twenywele, nivana wafe tunyola.
Nirvana packaged drinking water is a product of Crown Beverages Limited, makers of Pepsi products. That's life. That's Nirvana.
Stay connected on the largest 4G network in Uganda using the Airtel 4G Pocket MiFi at only 75,000 Uganda shillings. It comes with 15 GBs free, valid for a month. You can connect up to 10 of your friends and family at a go. Visit the nearest Airtel shop to get one today or call 0800 333 330 for free delivery within Kampala. Dial *175 *9# to activate free 15 GBs. Airtel, the smartphone network.
The Corporate Games Season 2022-2023 is here. Don't miss lots of fun and networking. 12 sports disciplines and over 2,000 participants with over 40 corporate companies in one place. This happens every first Sunday of every month. For more information, contact info@corporategamesug.com or visit our website www.corporategamesug.com, or you can call us on 0700 339 048 or 0785 642 953. Don't miss on Sunday, 11th of September 2022 at Chambogo University. The Corporate Games, inspiring corporates through sports.
Welcome back from that break. And now into the business scene. Over 300 island farmers in Kalangala district are benefiting from Ragu Farm's project of rearing black soldier flies to alleviate poverty and help create jobs among the local community. Now the farmers say for 8 years the project has improved their livelihoods. Take a look.
People living along water bodies and islands are engaged in fishing, although recently the Fisheries Department is apprehending anybody using poor fishing gears and catching immature fish species. The island dwellers in Kalangala district, Ragu Farms and Kalangala Oil Palm Growers Trust have started a black soldier fly project to bridge the unemployment gap. Black soldier fly are insects that lay eggs and produce larvae, which farmers use to get proteins that they can feed for poultry and animals. The black soldier flies are substitutes to silverfish, which is a highly competed formula among families and fish farmers.
Very nutritious. You've seen here, most people say murunda mvunyu, you know, it makes, it smells. Do you hear anything smelling?
Besides income, Lava has byproducts like fertilizers produced on their farms.
Ensowera gye bayita black fly kabadde katambula mbinazinga nga bw'oba obadde okalunzi oba okalimye kabeera kavaamu envunyu lava kati gundi ezo bazikuba nga zikuze ne bazikurashinga ne bazigatta mu birungo ebiriisa enkoko.
Dr. Aisha Biera wa Kirunda Kivejinja is the project's consultant.
Fertilization in Uganda is a very big problem, referring to 65% of people who use subsistence farming. The reason they use subsistence farming is because they look at land as something that gives you food, not as a productive activity that goes and engages an industry and then it gives you. We don't have much of commercialized farming.
Through the No Gain Without Pain slogan, Lukia Nakas was sure the project will help support her daughter's education at university. Other beneficiaries of the project also commended its impact towards value addition. David Bilonda Mukasa, working with the Kalangala Oil Palm Growers Trust, applauded the project's funders and its significance to the community.
Partners ye copied it. Partners ye cooperative. Oil Palm Growers Cooperative Society. Nibakulizao obusowera bwabwe ne bukola obuvunyu ne babutunda ne bafuna sente.
Researchers say the black soldier fly lifespan is 7 days. Although the composting process of black soldier fly first fertilizer takes 5 weeks, compared to the 8 to 24 weeks for conventional organic fertilizer. Ivan Juko, UBC News.
All right, now taking a look, we can take another break and then get into international news.
Corporate Games season 2022-2023 is here. Don't miss lots of fun and networking. 12 sports disciplines and over 2,000 participants with over 40 corporate companies in one place. This happens every first Sunday of every month. For more information, contact info@corporategamesug.com or visit our website www.corporategamesug.com, or you can call us on 0700 339 048 or 0785 642 953. Don't miss on Sunday, 11th of September 2022 at Chambogo University. The Corporate Games, inspiring corporates through sports.
And now into the international scene. Kenya's President-elect William Ruto has an uphill task of stabilizing the economy and making things move in the right direction. Kenya, a middle-income nation with plans of becoming a newly industrialized nation by 2030, is facing numerous challenges, among them corruption, high taxes and the alarming rise in the cost of living. With all this and more, it seems that Dr. William Ruto's honeymoon is over before it actually begins.
President-elect William Ruto says he owes his victory to God and assures his detractors that he will not seek revenge. The president-elect will be sworn in on the 13th of September 2022. In a televised speech last evening, said that his focus is on the future of the country, adding that the current challenges Kenya is facing on the social and economic front needs all hands on the deck to have things move in the right direction.
We are a very responsible people. Government is a continuous enterprise, and we will complete all the projects that have not been completed, as we have said, and we will build on that foundation the programs that we have committed to the people of Kenya, and we will hit the ground running because we are aware of what we need to do.
The outgoing President Uhuru Kenyatta also issued a brief statement following the Supreme Court's decision to uphold the presidential election results. Kenyatta vowed to oversee a smooth transition to the next administration, ending speculations on whether he will be part of a process enshrined in the Kenyan constitution.
And indeed, it is my intention to oversee a smooth transition to the next administration, and all the necessary orders to facilitate this process have already been issued.
As the ball starts rolling towards the ushering in of a new administration that will steer East Africa's largest economy for 5 years, we take a keen look on the status of the economy Ruto, often referred to as the hustler-in-chief, is inheriting. Analysts argue that Ruto's honeymoon is over before it actually begins. Their argument is based on the dire straits in various sectors that the country is currently grappling with. They include high employment rates, high public debt that is currently estimated at 8.6 trillion Kenyan shillings, corruption and wastage of public funds, high taxes and the rise in the cost of living, among others.
Sababu tunasikia hata Amerika, hata Uingereza bado vitu ziko juu. Ni kulingana na vile maisha inaendelea. President,
to me, I would say the most urgent thing right now is, first thing is just to maintain peace. Bottom line, because when you have peace, everything flows. We'll be able to move around, we'll be able to work. Yeah? If he can tackle that and calm the nerves of everybody else and just assure people that everything is going to flow, to me that is bottom line number one. Number two, improve on the economy. Everything is just skyrocketing. Everybody's crying. You know, you cannot do business. Yes. You cannot buy your packet of unga in peace. You know?
We need jobs. A lot of youth in Kenya don't have jobs. And for me, that is very important. And even during the corona pandemic season, we realized that a lot of people lost a lot of jobs.
Yes.
And you know that one, we need somebody who can bring back Kenya.
Consider the future of our youth, because with only one policy of allowing Kenyans to import manufacturing machines and processing machines through our port, duty-free, that alone is enough for us to create employment for our people at village level.
The new administration under President Ruto promises to hit the road running to address these challenges for a robust and resilient economy. Dennis Igoa for UBC News.
And now on to sports. Uganda is set to host the 5th International Para Badminton Tournament on the 13th to the 18th of this month. 160 athletes from 19 countries that include Great Britain, USA, Canada, Nigeria, South Africa, among others, start jetting into the country on Wednesday for the Games. Uganda has more than 50 active athletes for these Games and have vigorously been training at the MTN Arena in Lugogo. Bank of Baroda has committed to sponsor the tournament to a tune of 5 million Uganda shillings.
Big number of countries. There are several advantages. First of all, to our athletes, the exposure they're going to get. And then the learning experience they are going to get from these top athletes like India, which is performing very well right now in para badminton, and they are all going to be here. So we are hoping that our athletes get the exposure, they get to learn from these athletes, but they also get, we have access to getting points. As you know, these tournaments are going to be, first of all, point generators for both World Championship and Paris 2024 Paralympic Games. So for us hosting them here, and we have more than 50 athletes participating, is a big plus for us. Because if we take a scenario, if we were supposed to be taking the team to anywhere in Africa, we would be looking at millions of money for us to even afford to take a team of 5 athletes. But right now, we are at home. We don't have to worry about air tickets or so many other costs that we'll be looking at. So it's a big plus for us to be able to host this, and our hope is that we get more support from corporate companies and government to enable us keep on hosting such tournaments. Thank you.
The Fortbet Real Awards for the month of August have been held with winners crowned at Route 256 in Lugogo. We have more in this report.
After a decent performance for She Corporates Football Club, Fiona Nabumba has won the August Fortbet Real Star Footballer Award.
I want to thank the sponsors for recognizing, and the organizers for recognizing the work of female footballers, and I think this is going to motivate me and push me to work hard and hard so that I can be able to win.
This monthly gesture from Real Stars in partnership with Fortbet and other partners like Jude Color Solutions is a brainchild of veteran journalist Isaac Mukasa.
Tukiteekawo okulaba nti buli bamanya nti omwezi ogugwako eriyo tetugenda okusobola okuba nga tufuna bateekamu okuvuganya okw'amaanyi ne kiba nga kimekinga okuba nti emizannyo gyaffe gikula, kubanga omanyi nti national teams eziba nga tezirina club zino wansi nga zikola nnyo ng'abaana bavuganya nnyo club level, then national teams ezigenda kuba strong.
Swimmer Husna Kukundakwe for her 6 medals at the Islamic Solidarity Games was unmatched, while Jacob Kiplimo for 2 golds at the Commonwealth Games bettered all others in athletics.
It means that my efforts that I put into my swimming are being appreciated, especially because I'm a person with a disability, and nice to know that the discrimination isn't there.
Basketball's Brenda Akon and motorsport S. Duncan Mubiru were others recognized with a cash reward and plaque.
I'm really so excited, but I believe when I saw it on Twitter, shared, and again I was a nominee, I put an extra effort of sharing the link and asking people to vote, and the mere fact that I knew I did my part in the playing bit of it, so I just needed people to come out and vote me, and I believe that's what made me go through this time round.
The Fortebeta Real Star Awards have been in existence since 2018. John Burns, Sentamo, reporting.
Well, it is 4 minutes to the top of the hour, and UBC News Tonight has come to an end. Thank you so much for your company. We'll leave you with Molin Kenyana to give us tomorrow's weather forecast. I'm Lorene Masika Kazumoto. Over to you, Molin.
Well, hello there. A very warm welcome to tonight's weather report. My name is Molin Kenyana. Now, it seems like we've had a rainy evening across much of Uganda for today, and most of that could be crossing over into the night across several places or even tomorrow, but we shall see that in our forecast, which will come in just a bit fast. Let's take a look at the satellite analysis. Well, we do see most of those moist southeasterly winds from the Indian Ocean still coming in towards the country. At the same time, we also have a part of the rain belt that is now widely spread across several places. Now, a combination of that is what is keeping us with most of these wet weather activities. Now, just to take you through how we're giving this forecast in terms of the regions, we look at northern Uganda taking in West Nile, Central North, as well as the Karamoja region. We also have the eastern part, central, as well as the western sector. Talking of which, tomorrow in the morning, we do expect sunny intervals that will be across the central part of the country, and across western Uganda, we do expect most of it to be covered with the sunny intervals. Eastern Uganda as well, we do expect to have a mix of clouds and sunshine. And as we head over into the northern sector, we do expect to start off with those rainy conditions again for Central North as well as West Nile. But the Karamoja region will start off with a mix of clouds and sunshine. Later, as we head over into the afternoon, we shall see that upward sunshine again mixed with cloudy conditions across much of Central, although we do expect rains across the Lake Victoria Basin. Now, Western Uganda, we're expecting to have mostly rainy weather. Quite a warm day's forecast. Forecast temperatures will be at 28 degrees. Across eastern Uganda, we do expect to maintain most of those rainy conditions, and also warm days forecast for Sorority temperatures will be at 28. Now, heading over into the north, we still see most of those rains spreading across the region. Most of those will be accompanied by thunder showers, especially across the central part of northern Uganda. And that is all we've had time for from the Weather Center. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Molin Kenyana, wishing you a good night.